Liverpool are moving fast, and Newcastle's latest decision might have just opened the door for the Reds to land their next big striker. As Jurgen Klopp's successor Arne Slot looks to shape his first squad at Anfield, Liverpool now appear ready to make their play for Hugo Ekitike after Newcastle's drastic transfer rethink. Newcastle opens door for Liverpool to sign Hugo Ekitike after drastic transfer decision. How Arne Slot's Liverpool are ready to seize opportunity as Newcastle steps back from striker chase. Liverpool's pursuit of attacking reinforcements has taken another intriguing twist this summer. After exploring a blockbuster deal for Alexander Isak, it now appears Newcastle United's stance could well be paving the way for the Reds to swoop in and sign Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt. Liverpool's search for a new striker accelerates. Need for a striker this summer is no secret. With Darwin Núñez's future looking increasingly uncertain and Luis Diaz's position under scrutiny following Bayern Munich's $79 million rejected bid, Arne Slot and the Anfield hierarchy have been scouring Europe for the ideal fit to lead their next attacking generation. The club's initial preference was clear: Alexander Isak. The Swedish forward has been one of the standout strikers in the Premier League over the past 12 months, combining pace, physicality, and clinical finishing in a manner that drew direct comparisons to some of the division's best. However, Newcastle's immediate rejection of Liverpool's approach, rumoured to be in the region of $161 million, £120 million, has forced the Reds to accelerate their Plan B. And that Plan B is now looking very much like Hugo Ekitike. Stance on Ekitike changes everything for Liverpool. Ekitike has long been on the radar of Europe's elite. Once a target for PSG, and widely admired across the Premier League, his move to Eintracht Frankfurt last year was supposed to offer him the platform to rebuild his career after a frustrating spell in Paris. Fast forward to this summer, and the Frenchman is once again a player in demand. Newcastle had previously shown concrete interest in the 23. Reports indicated that Eddie Howe viewed Ekitike not as a replacement for Isak, but as a versatile attacking option who could operate alongside him in certain systems. Newcastle reportedly tabled a bid around the $94 million £70 million mark, but that offer was swiftly knocked back by Frankfurt. Crucially, though, rather than revisiting their bid or upping the ante, Newcastle appears to be cooling their interest altogether. According to The Athletic, the Magpies are now shifting focus toward Brentford's Yoane Wissa, a surprising pivot that effectively removes Newcastle from the Ekitike race and leaves the path clear for Liverpool. Liverpool poised to make formal Ekitike bid. Liverpool wasted no time moving on to Ekitike following the door slamming shut on Isak. An approach was made earlier this week, and sources indicate talks have progressed swiftly, with Ekitike reportedly favouring a move to Anfield over any other Premier League option. The Reds are expected to formalise their bid imminently, and while it may take more than the $94 million Newcastle offered, Liverpool are said to have no concerns about meeting Frankfurt's demands. Ekitike himself has reportedly been swayed by Liverpool's project under Arne Slot. With Núñez's exit likely and Diaz's future still uncertain, Liverpool's need for a new figurehead in the forward line is evident. Ekitike sees a clear path to minutes at Anfield, something Newcastle, with their steadfast faith in Isak, couldn't guarantee. Yoane Wissa switch signals Newcastle's shift for Liverpool. Newcastle's sudden shift towards Wissa is telling. Brentford's forward, whose contract expires next year, albeit with an extension clause, is seen as a more affordable and perhaps less risky addition for the Magpies. Nottingham Forest has already seen an approach knocked back, but Newcastle is expected to move quickly. That pivot essentially confirms two things. Newcastle are out of the Ekitike race. Liverpool now have a clear path to sign their man, Wissa's potential arrival at St James Park would fill the attacking void Newcastle intended for Ekitike, further underlining that the Frenchman is no longer part of their transfer plans. Arne Slot's vision for Liverpool's attack takes shape. Liverpool's summer rebuild has been meticulous, if at times frustrating. The loss of Diogo Jota and the potential exits of Núñez and Diaz have left holes to fill. Slot, alongside sporting director Richard Hughes, has been clear. Liverpool's new No. 9 must fit a specific profile: athletic, versatile, technically sound, and capable of pressing from the front. Ekitike ticks every box. The 23-year profile, pace, strength, and an eye for goal, aligns closely with Slot's attacking philosophy. Frankfurt's valuation reflects the player's upward trajectory, and Liverpool's willingness to meet it demonstrates just how serious they are. Slot is said to have been directly involved in discussions about Ekitike, identifying him as a key addition who could bring fresh energy and dynamism to Liverpool's forward line. For a coach who prizes versatility and tactical intelligence, Ekitike offers the potential to lead the line or operate from wider positions. The Darwin Núñez factor. Exit still on cards. Darwin Núñez's future remains a lingering subplot in Liverpool's transfer window. Napoli's interest has cooled in recent days, but sources suggest Saudi clubs are circling. While PSG have also made tentative inquiries, the Uruguayan's form has been patchy, and Liverpool's openness to listen to offers is no secret. Should Ekitike arrive, it's almost certain Liverpool will sanction Núñez's exit, provided a suitable offer lands on the table. While Slot has spoken positively about Núñez in public, the club's actions speak louder. A new No. 9 is being prioritized for a reason. Luis Diaz. Bayern Munich not giving up Luis Diaz's situation adds further intrigue. Bayern's initial $79 million bid was rejected out of hand, but the Bundesliga champions remain interested. Barcelona, too, have Diaz on a long list of potential wide targets. Although their financial situation complicates matters, Liverpool are under no pressure to sell, but the potential arrivals of Ekitike and possibly another wide player later in the window could open the door for Diaz to depart if Bayern returns with a stronger offer. For now, Diaz remains part of Slot's plans, but, as we've seen already this summer, plans can change quickly. How Liverpool's summer strategy is evolving. Liverpool's transfer window has been reactive as much as proactive. The sudden availability of Florian Wirtz earlier this summer accelerated plans in midfield, while Isak's inaccessibility fast-tracked the Ekitike pursuit. This flexibility is central to the new regime under Hughes and Slot. Liverpool's hierarchy are determined not to be held hostage by rival clubs, hence the pivot from Isak to Ekitike. With funds clearly available, Liverpool are ready to strike decisively when the right opportunity presents itself. Ekitike, viewed internally as a forward with elite potential but still room to grow, fits the club's model perfectly. Reaction. What fans are saying about Ekitike supporters. The prospect of Ekitike has sparked mixed reactions. Some see the 23-year-old as an exciting addition capable of flourishing under Slot's guidance, pointing to his blend of physicality and technical skill. Others remain cautious, citing his inconsistent spell at PSG and questioning whether he represents a step down from the club's previous targets. However, Liverpool's recruitment record under Michael Edwards, now back in an advisory capacity, and Richard Hughes carries weight. If they believe Ekitike can thrive at Anfield, history suggests they're rarely wrong. Liverpool's attacking options for 2025-26 taking shape assuming Ekitike signs. Liverpool's forward options for the new season could look something like this. Hugo Ekitike, CF Mohamed Salah, R. Oui. Cody Gakpo, L. Ato CF Louis. Subject to future offers, Ben Doak, RW. Emerging Jadon Dans, CF. Development Cade Gordon, RW. LW. Depth. This flexibility across the front three suits Slot's tactical blueprint, allowing for rotation, variation, and competition across positions. Ekitike, in particular, offers a focal point capable of leading the line, solo, or dovetailing with the likes of Salah and Gakpo. What happens next? Liverpool's next steps are clear. Finalize terms with Eintracht, Frankfurt. Agree personal terms with Ekitike. Assess outgoings. Núñez likely. Diaz possible. Continue monitoring other forward and midfield targets. The expectation is that Liverpool will move quickly, aiming to have Ekitike integrated ahead of the final phase of pre-season. Conclusion. Liverpool ready to capitalise on Newcastle. Rethink what began as a pursuit of one striker could now end with another, but for Liverpool, the outcome could be just as satisfying. Newcastle's stance on Isak forced Liverpool's hand, and their decision to pivot away from Ekitike could yet benefit the Reds immensely. With the new season fast approaching, Arne Slot looks set to welcome a key new addition to his front line. Hugo Ekitike's arrival won't just address the immediate need for a striker. It could mark the beginning of a bold new era for Liverpool's attack.